Hello YouTube, this is Tim the Enchanter and welcome to another Let's Play of Civilization 6. Even better, this is Civilization 6 Rise and Fall. The new expansion is out and we're going to jump right in. Today I'm going to be playing with the new character Lautaro with the Mapuche Empire. If you're wondering, well, who the heck is that? I've never heard of him. He was a guy in the early 1500s who was in what is now modern day Chile for the most part, and kind of was a rebel leader like Crazy Horse or Sitting Bull that gave the Spanish fits when they were trying to take over Chile. So that is who this character is. It's going to be fun for me. I have actually been to the country of Chile, spent a couple weeks there at the end of my high school. Or time in high school, so it's an amazing country. I highly recommend at some point in time that you fly over the Andes Mountains. They are spectacular. Anyway, so we are going to jump right in and see what we have. This is okay. So right off the bat, we have an interesting decision as far as whether or not we settle in place. We are, it looks like, up in the north where it's cold and frigid. We've got rice over there. I am thinking that. Well, first, I want to see if there's some fish up here. If there are fish up here, then that will change their art. Okay. Wow, right off the bat, this is going to be a tough decision. I do... Alright, so I'm sort of tempted to re-roll this because... I just don't like it. So you know what? I think that's we're going to be lame. We're going to do that. Hey, you know what? If Quill 18 can restart his first map, so can I. Not that we couldn't have worked with that, but we're easing into the expansion, so we're going to not be too hard on ourselves right off the bat. This is a continents map, which it's a map that I certainly like. We'll listen to Ned Stark here. Always fun to hear his voice.
To man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. You did not liberate the Mapuche, young Lautaro. You inspired them to free themselves. Build totems to honor your ancestors and embolden their descendants. Such pride will fill the hearts of your cavalry as they redouble their raids into enemy lands. Stand with the Mapuche, axe-bearer, and cast a singular shadow.
Alright, so a little bit about the Mapuche while we're waiting for this to load up. They kind of exploit the new loyalty system. If you were in a war with the enemy and you defeat their units inside of their city, then that city loses loyalty, which can actually be a nifty way to win a war. You can actually, especially if you take a couple cities, you can get a civilization to make peace with you, but when you have taken out their capital or something like that, even after they make peace with you, their cities are all going to rebel, and you can just, once they turn into free cities, then you can just sweep in and take them. So you can actually get them to pay you to make peace. Oh yeah, this is much better. Okay. Wow, yeah, I like this. So we got a lot of wheat, we got a lot of sheep, we got some deer over here, we got lots of green land, we got a couple mountains that'll give us some nice campus sites. So, okay. Not that it wouldn't have been fun, a little bit of challenge, but again, since I'm still getting familiar with the mechanics of the new expansion, and let's be honest, I haven't played that much of this game in general, this will be a good way to start. I see no reason not to settle in place, so that is what we will do. Build the city of Ngala Mapu, which, you know, a kind of little valley in between some mountain peaks. That's very Chilean in nature. I don't know how close we are to the sea, but we'll find out. All right, so we definitely want to start off with animal husbandry so we can hook up these sheep, and we are on our way. Okay, yeah, lots of green land, lots of wheat. Got some hills we can mine, so we should be in good shape. I am playing on Prince, which really is, as best I can tell, the old version of Noble. I don't think the AI gets any special boosts or anything like that. It's just they and I are on the same footing. Again, I like to play on lower difficulties. because, I just don't have a ton of time, so I don't feel like stressing myself out that much. But it's a different game at Deity than it is at this level. Your gameplay options are a lot stricter in that, for the most part, you have to fight a lot more wars, which, for some people is fun. Some people like this game as a military tactics game. I don't. It's not that it's bad at that, and to a certain extent, the 1 unit per tile thing forces you into that from time to time. But at lower levels, it's much more of a city building game where you could actually, you could build wonders and things like that. It's certainly viable at higher levels to let the AI build them, and then you take advantage of their tactical ineptitude and just take stuff from them. And some people like that. I like to be able to build stuff, so that's why I prefer to play on the lower difficulty levels. It maybe at some point I'll try something harder, but for now, this works just fine. And again, really, playing up to Emperor, you should easily be able to steamroll the game without too much trouble. But when you're kind of talking through things, it makes more sense to, or not makes more sense, but it's fun just to take it easy. So that's what we're going to do. All right, we've got Muscat right off the bat, another city-state. If you haven't seen too much of new videos on that, a couple things. I have to wait for the CQUI interface to be fixed for the new expansion. So in the meantime, this little icon right here shows you the loyalty of your city. I don't remember if the original interface did this, but again, it shows you how soon until you grow and how soon your city is going, or you're going to finish what you're building. Man, a lot of wheat here. And they want us to recruit a great scientist, which is going to take a while. It looks like Pantheon-wise, we'll kind of wait and see what else develops. But Pantheon-wise, it looks like the pasture boost may be our best bet, unless we just go Divine Spark, which is always easy to just take those free great person points. Anyway, yeah, so the loyalty system is new to the expansion, and basically it acts as a check if you expand too far out, but it also gives you some opportunities, again, to use culture and things like that to put some pressure on the AI, and it gives you some more options to expand besides just straight up military conquest. It's not exactly like the old culture flipping from Civ 4, but it's just an extra thing that you can do. Let's see. The last couple games I have encountered barbs early, and I'm going to get the slinger out. It actually kind of helps you if you can run into barbarians sooner rather than later, because you get some nice boost to bronze working, to archery, things like that. Also, if you'll see it once I get out of these first techs. But they did change the Eureka and the Inspiration, where now you get a 40% boost, or 40% towards finishing up the technology or the culture, instead of the old 50%, mainly because I think you can get a 50% boost during a golden age. The golden age tracker, by the way, is down here. You can see there's our era score. Starting off the bat, we need to get 12 points to avoid a dark age. We need 24 points to get a golden age. And again, this is where it's kind of fun, because if you can pop out an early wonder like Stonehenge and a religion before this clicks over, you are almost guaranteed to jump into a golden age right off the bat, which is pretty nifty. Oh, that's lovely. We get a second scouting unit, which is not nearly as useful as I would like. I was testing out the Mapuche, and of course I got this amazing start with a bunch of stone, and then I think my first goody hut was a trade route unit, which was fantastic. So I actually, my first 2 scouts were instantly killed by barbarians, but once I got that under control, again, you get all those extra inspirations and things like that from finding the barbarians. And it really gives you a nice boost. All right, so now we got some stone. Oh, but look at that. So we've got 2 camps, another pasture. We will have an interesting decision to make as far as which pantheon we want to do, but it looks like that is going to be a good city site. Ooh, let's go get this hut. For now, we're going to... Oh, for goodness sakes. I don't get all my nifty little pins and stuff. Oh. Man, you forget how limited the original interface is until you... you know, you don't get to use CQUI anymore. So yeah, that mod just really spoils you. You would like to think that Firaxis would just do the right thing and buy it, but if you played Civ 4, you know, the bug and bowl mods were never, you know, that was always external to the game, even though it was really, you know, putting obvious information in front of you that you know, you shouldn't have had to go searching for. But I digress. All right, so where are we at now? We're going to finish up animal husbandry. I think once we finish animal husbandry, we... I think we may want to... I don't really have to have mining right off the bat, so we'll take a look and see what our options are. May just go straight into pottery.
If delicate art has any significance, it lies, I will venture, in the power of the odd and unexpected.
Always good when we get a natural wonder. So we could go early religion route if we want to, now that we have that boost to astrology.
Welcome to the United
Teddy
States
Roosevelt
of
again.
America. If you conduct yourself well, you can consider us friends.
Nice to meet you. Sample your hospitality. Send me some cheeseburgers. That is good. We get the boost to riding. As you'll notice, I'll show you the...
If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die, I want to go where they went.
So as you notice, I'm sure from all these quotes, Will Rogers likes dogs. Winston Churchill likes pigs. Yeah. All right, so here's the new timeline. You'll notice we have this little... it keeps track of our era scores. So when we got that little extra scout, we got a point for era score. We got 3 points for finding the natural arts. We've got a point for meeting America. So we can help make America great for the first time. Yeah, this is not... So I may need to... I'm probably going to have to go west because America will settle pretty aggressively. And if I can fence them in and then save this for later, that will be a much better plan. And we've got our first second. We've got 2 barb scouts over there. In fact, I should go kill this guy. If I can. Divert myself from... Oh, wait. Oh, no. But then what if Teddy steals my... Oh, that was a misclick on my part. Alright, because I don't want Teddy to steal my goody hut. Alright, oh, so yeah, so now we have to pick what we want to do next. Man, we could like go early. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and get mining out of the way because we will definitely want it sooner rather than later. And again, it's a unboostable technology, so it's never a bad idea to go with that early. Yeah, let's go ahead and just get a builder out here so we can get those sheep hooked up and at some point expand out where we can do our wheat. You know what, this like right here is going, that's a +3 on a campus site. Also right there, +3, 1, 2, 3, so we have a couple different options. So it's looking good as far as our specialty districts. Which way do I want to go here? I don't know where the barbs are coming from, so we'll go up this way. And I'm sure it will turn out that I went the wrong way. But it looks like there's less stuff down here. Could be somebody down here, we don't know yet. Oh, that's... Man, they are just not helping us out at all. So we get a scout promotion, which is not completely useless, but as far as things you can get from a goody hut, that is... A scouting promotion is really about the worst thing you could get. Other than a boost to attack that you're about to finish on the very next turn. That's probably the other thing that's totally useless. I guess we'll explore a little bit. Oh, look, here's some barbarians. Oh, dear. Alright, so we're going to... Now, again, I like to try to be friendly with everyone until they give me a reason not to. I like to expand peacefully. Look, if you start something with me, I will finish it. I will take your cities, salt your fields, and all that jazz. But probably with... Oh, that's Mercury. Probably with Shaka, we're going to have a hard time staying at peace. If he's anything like Civ 4 Shaka. Now, I don't know. Civ 6 Shaka could be nicer. But, you know, he wouldn't really be Shaka then, would he? So, yeah, he's one of the new leaders with Rise and Fall, who is a throwback from... I'm trying to think. I guess you'd have to go all the way back to Civ 3, maybe? I don't know if he was in Civ 3 or not. I'll have to go back and look. But definitely a mainstay of Civ 4 and Civ 5 as far as one of the aggressive warmongers. Which, you know, ironically, it's not that they weren't aggressive, but the Zulu were really not that expansionist. They just happened to not roll over and get steamrolled by the Europeans like other places. So that's what happens when you fight back against the Europeans. You're just really aggressive. Yeah, so we do have a Barb City down there. I may bring my slinger. Yeah, we're going to circle him back around. And take that out, because that will give us some boosts. Oh, and maybe I can catch him too. So, yeah, this Lautaro is definitely more of a military leader than some other civs. So he definitely has some nice benefits to, or incentive to go to war. And it looks like based on who we've got up here and who we have up here, that we will probably not be able to just peacefully expand. Which is alright. It's good for me to stretch myself a little bit. Get a delegation going there. We should send one to him. Oops, I clicked too soon. I don't know if that's a little bit of a bug that it just isn't available right away. Let's see. Do you want to be friends? No. Okay. And we'll check with Shaka. So we got a delegation. Does he want to be friends? No. Okay. So he says he's just not that into us right now. That's all right. I'm actually gonna... Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna let that scout... No, I'm not gonna let that scout go. Oh, did I... What? That was really weird. Guess we'll slide over this way, see if we can kill this scout too. Again, I don't know if they technically can see us yet. I don't know if they made their return trip, but we will see.
With the sun shining brightly, then dusk's mist falling. At every turn, the scenery changes like magic.
Zhangye Dongxia. I have no idea how you say that. So I don't know if this is a new world wonder or a new natural wonder or not. I have not seen this one before. So there you can see, again, we got another boost to our era score. So we are already a third of the way no, 10 points. We've got 10 points towards the 24 that we need for a golden age. Basically, it is either technology or culture, the research, that kicks you into the next era. Basically, once somebody reaches a technology that gets you into the next era, that starts the countdown. So it's not, it is indeterminate. There's not a concrete exact day or exact year where every game your eras are going to change at the same time. It'll appear over here right now. It doesn't say anything, so at this point there's no clock counting down when the area is going to end. It'll show up there once someone gets to the right point, which, hopefully will be us. And then sometimes you can, you will need to pay attention. If you are getting close to how many points you need to get a golden age, it may be in your best interest to postpone researching something to stretch that era out a little bit longer.
At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst.
Alright, so we get our standard God King and Discipline for some extra strength against the barbs. I don't know why you would ever use Survey. Yeah, I don't even know why it's a thing. It's baffling. Alright, we will, let's see, we don't have, oh, okay, so we got the boost of foreign trade already, even though did we discover another continent? I don't know if we did or not. Or if we got that, we might have gotten that from Hut. So we could certainly use the early trade route, so I think we'll go ahead and go for this. I'll have my builder out in a couple turns, which will finally let me get going on some of our resources. Oh, that's right. I forget. Man, I hate that I actually have to click here instead of CQUI, where I can just, just click on my city once and my tiles are up, ready for me to build. That, by the way, is the community quick user interface, which is a mod that's available. And really, if you're playing without it, you're just doing it wrong. That's all I can tell you. Okay, so I do have, let's see, so there's another good city site that's, I don't know if I want to stretch all the way up here. Again, you can always make an aggressive move and then backfill a city in down here. That might be a good option. Again, here is another just fabulous campus site right there, betwixt 4 different mountains. Over here, I think probably right there. We're actually going to put a pin in that. I think this actually right here may be our first spot that we will expand to. That'll be along a river. It will give us, again, if we go here, man, we're going to have to beeline that, because I guarantee you that that is where the United States is going also. And if we can beat them to it, that will definitely be to our advantage. Probably to our advantage in making them mad enough to declare war on us, and then we can go kill them without any warmonger penalties. Another one of the changes, by the way, there's a new emergencies feature where basically if there is one particular AI or human player that is just steamrolling everyone, then it will be declared like an international emergency, and everybody will team up, Normandy style, and try to stomp on whoever it is that's being mean to everybody else. Let's see, we just got, oh, that's from God King. We're just now accumulating faith points. which once we get to 25 will let us make a pantheon, which again probably the pastures option may end up being our best bet. I love doing stone circles when we get lots of stone, but it doesn't look like we have that on this particular map. Alright, so we got our builder out, and we can go straight to a settler at this point, because I definitely want to get over there sooner rather than later. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. You are enjoying the brand new expansion to Civilization 6, Rise and Fall. Click like and feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more of this. We will see you next time.